So Israel starting off again with a 69-61 win over Poland. That was played in Tel Aviv at the Shlomo Group Arena, and that was a fantastic display. Tomer Ginat with the 11 points, 11 rebounds that day. You see Gal Meckel and Madar coming out. Meckel had 11 points in that game and 3 assists. Madar 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Israel followed that up with another win, this time at Estonia, playing in Tallinn. They won that one 79-69. And Levi had 10 points and 11 rebounds to lead the way there. They got on top and pretty much stayed on top the rest of the way. Coach Gordy Herbert again at the helm. He's a Canadian. Played for Canada back in the day in the Olympics, and one of the best known coaches really in Germany, where he's had a lot of success in his career. So Germany starting with a 3-point home defeat to Estonia and then winning at Poland by 3. Well, good afternoon from Israel. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup European Qualifiers, and it's the first battle in this group between Germany and Israel. And getting it down low. Good job. Madar going for the steal, but committing the foul. So free throws coming for the big fella. Jonas Wolfart Botterman, and he makes the first. And he gets the second to drop as well. Well, it has to be pleasing for Coach Gordy Herbert to try to get something established early on down low with your big center. Menko hits the 3. Well, he's not shy about putting that shot up, that's for sure. We've seen it all season in the Basketball Champions League. And talk about three-point shooters, Benzing, but he was a little bit long. Madar gets in the paint and gets the foul called on Wolfart Botterman. Minko talking to Madar, already hit the 3. And they really do like to spread that court, Israel. Here's Meckel. And Madar gets away from him, and then he kicks it out of bounds. Nope, the ball goes off of Germany's the ruling. Hollitz is really playing some great basketball for Germany. The Hamburg star. He's 20 years of age. One of the real bright talents in European basketball. Meckel. They scrap away for the rebound. Germany come down with it. Here's Hollitz. And from the right. Kramer missing with his first attempt. Now at the line, and Zalmanson a little bit short. Hollitz probes, brings it back outside on the wing, and now he's up high, feeds. Wolfhard Botterman once again going to work on Zalmanson. And turns it over, and there is fouled Ginat. Madar. His pass back outside to Minko. Kramer doesn't want to give that away to him, so he dumps it down low. And great finish down low by Zalmanson. Oh, the ball goes off of Wolfhard Botterman. And now Meckel gets in and doesn't finish, but there for the follow. And Israel take a 7-2 lead. Komer Ginat hustling down the court. You simply do not want to turn the ball over at midcourt because of that very reason. And here is another turnover by Germany. Benzing trying a little wraparound pass, and it goes out of bounds. So Meckel again in Israel, trying to make some inroads here. And Lockhart playing some good D there, and Germany almost forcing the turnover. So just 9 seconds on the shot clock. Adam Ariel and some of the other Israeli players not selected for this game here watching proceedings. And they get the pass. And Minko made his move, I think, before he had a good hold of the basketball. And Lockhart fouled as he makes his move out on the perimeter. Lockhart's been solid in the qualifiers. The 27-year-old averaging 9.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, and now Kessens checks into the game for the first time. Kessens was in the squad in the last window. 31 years of age. Hollitz and shooters roll. Pulls Germany to within 3 points. Oh boy, it looked like the cut was there from Meckel, and now the handoff goes knocked out of bounds. Madar, number 11. Oh boy, Israel not on the same page right now, struggling a little bit. Madar thought his teammate was going to pop out, so ends up turning it over. Benzing, one of those players that has the green light whenever to let that three-pointer fly. And Hollitz drives in. And the basketball goes back over to Israel. And you can see how these players are huffing and puffing right now. They're working really hard on defense. I tell you, depth, squad depth, so crucial. Now Meckel drives in, banks it in, took it right to Lockhart. Benzing puts it on the deck From the baseline, there's the veteran drilling it. Zalmanson going up against Kessens. Oh, soft touch by Zalmanson. Benzing again, just scored. Now his pass to Kessens. Oh, good play by the veteran Kessens. Again, 31 years of age. Caught that in a difficult spot and was able to go up and make it look relatively easy. Madar tries to go between his legs and able to get the basketball back, then throws it into the direction of his teammate. Kramer gets over and I guess is called for a kick, so Madar is going to come out. This was Benzing's first shot. No, excuse me, that was his pass to Kessens. So Meckel didn't want to commit the foul. And then Kessens was unable to stop Zalmanson. Meckel bounce pass. It looked like Israel had a layup, but Nimrod Livy didn't turn to his right, he went to his left. Heidegger comes into the game. Plays in Germany, so he'll know these players, and they'll know him. Ginot makes the first. Catches his breath, and nothing but twine. So Minko goes out, Guy Panini comes in, Jake Cohen comes in as well. And the players exiting hear the applause because they leave with Israel on top by 5 points. Remember, you need to finish in the top 3 to advance to the second round. And that 3 not there, but Kessens goes up and brings it down. Here is Benzing, and Israel come down with the basketball. But even when you go ahead and qualify in the first round, you still need to keep getting wins because those wins carry over into the second round. So every win is like gold for teams chasing the World Cup berth. Meckel steps back, and Kramer rebounds the miss. Kramer, well, traveled. So Meckel gets his first breather. Also, Benzing goes out. Zingfelter comes in. And Bart Timor comes in for Israel. Zingfelter comes in for Germany for Benzing. Heidegger. And now dumps it down low to Cohen. And Cohen going hard at the Germans. Nice jump hook. Nice play by Levy. Hollitz. Zingfelter. Zingfelter has it knocked away but gets it back. And boy, that was great concentration by Zingfelter. Heidegger pulls up mid-range. Kramer rebounds. Here comes Germany again. Hollitz. Israel good, getting back on defense. Zinkfelter goes hard to the hole and not able to get it to drop. Cohen seals off his man and tries to make the pass. Great defense by Kramer. And boy, he goes down hard. Levi with the foul. Gotta be careful with those. Here was Zinkfelter when he was being closely guarded and still makes the shot. Closely guarded by Cohen. So I think they want to talk about it and see whether or not they want to review that, see if it was unsportsmanlike. Here it is again. He's certainly in danger, clearly stopping the fast break. He comes from the side, and also, is he really playing the ball? And I'm guessing they're going to call that an unsportsmanlike. Gordy Herbert certainly thinks it should be. So if it is called an unsportsmanlike, it'll be 2 shots and possession. And that was all starting from the great defense by David Kramer. Yeah, everybody's appealing in that Germany team for the unsportsmanlike. Oh, wow. They do not call the unsportsmanlike. No, they know better than me, that's for sure. And now the decision being explained over there to Gordy Herbert. And really, the coach can be assured that the referees went and had a good long look at it on the video replay. So he'll be confident that they got it right. Now Bastian Dorit checks into the game, number 13. Lucas Fonk also in, number 19. Zinkfelter can't get the drop. Oh, nice pass. And Zalmanson not able to get it to drop. It is a low-scoring quarter, especially for Germany, just 10 points. So here's Dorit, drives, throws it right into the hands of Nimrod Levy, and now Timor. Driving in and missing was Heidegger. Final 25 seconds ticking off the clock here in the quarter, and Germany get another one down low. You can see with Zinkfelter, Kessens. Also, Wolfhard Bodeman, Herbert more than happy to attack that rim. Germany had a foul to give, so no problem there. Lucas Vonk picks up the personal. So 7.9 seconds left now. And Germany going to bring Lockhart back into the game for Bastian Dorit. Also, Meckel's going to come back in. This is where you always want to keep an eye on Panini. He could inbound it and then get it right back. And Israel turned it over. And they don't want to foul. And Germany came oh so close to scoring there. Max DeLeo. So at the end of one, Israel lead at 15-12 over Germany. Germany 0-4 from deep. Both teams with 5 makes inside the arc. So Israel came out, started strong, and with that Minko jumper, and then getting Idan Zalmanson in on the act. Meckel. He missed, but there the follow by Ginat, and it was a very good start. Benzing finally got one to drop. Zalmanson with 4 points. 4 points for Tomer Ginat and 3 for Minko. And for Germany, 4 points for Christian Zingfelter, coming off the bench in less than 3.5 minutes. So not many points being scored. Those were 2 of his first 2 in fact. And that is his second basket. Well, get the QR code, folks. Scan it in with your smartphone, and you will have all the live stats, all the information from the FIBA basketball website, the European qualifiers, at your fingertips. So second quarter action underway. Israel starting with possession here. Sean Dawson having checked into the game, number 8 for Israel. And great defense down low for Germany. That was Max DeLeo. And Zingfelter hits the 3. It ties it up. And the Zingfelter effect is, well, he's zinging them, isn't he? Zinging them in. He's got 7 points. Madar. 0-2, a wide open teammate in the corner, and the basket is good. Tomer Ginat. And now the foul coming over the back. See the pass going to the left, and the release is true. Great work by Israel. Israel working it around, getting side, and they get it to drop. Ginat proving to be a problem for Germany. Came all the way back to tie it with the Zingfelter three-pointer, and Israel have since reeled off 5 unanswered points. Zingfelter guilty also of stepping in a little too late while trying to draw the charge. So again, gets it to fall, and it's now a 6-point advantage. And the crowd starting to make a little bit more noise here in Tel Aviv. Kessens. Boy, how good has Kessens been? He has looked every bit the part today. Very patient. And Meckel thought his teammate, I think, was going to be trailing. Bashan Dorit, meanwhile, zips a pass across, and now Germany guilty of not being on the same page with their teammates. Lockhart throwing it out of bounds. David Kramer coming back into the game. There's Dawson. Dawson hangs and lets it fly. It's good. So he's got his first 2 points. Scoring with that runner. Hollitz guarded, takes a very difficult shot and misses everything. Meckel goes behind his back, fouled by Kessens. Well, it seems like all Israel needed to do to play better was for Germany to pull level, because since that Zingfelter game-tying three-pointer from the right corner, they have by far been the better team. Kessens takes a seat. Benzing back in. And the fouls accumulating here for Germany. That's 4 team fouls here in the second quarter. So Israel will be taking some free throws, one would think, pretty soon. And the inbound to Dawson. Out to Ginat. Now Dawson shows off that left-handed stroke and flashes the 3 fingers for the shot from behind the arc. And Israel with their biggest lead now. Well, Benzing almost dared him to shoot it, and he did. And now Germany with a timeout and a little bit of trouble here early in the second quarter. Need to change things up. Okay, so let's try to listen in to Coach Herbert. Well, Sean Dawson making quite an impact since coming into the game, scoring with that drive and then also scoring with this three-pointer. much to the delight of the Israel fans. So Germany coming out of the timeout. Let's see what they try to do differently. And Israel, meanwhile, knowing they got a real opportunity here. And Hollett's got the shot that he wanted and just missed the layup. Bounce pass. And what a play. Meckel laces the pass perfectly to Ginat, who's got 10 points to lead all scorers. Kramer, they desperately need his offense, and he provides it. A three-pointer. Madar doing some shaking and baking, spins, puts it up in the paint. And that ball took an extra bounce. And then I think Hollett's is going to be whistled for a foul. Look at Kramer. When they played against Poland in the last window, he had 24 points. He was 4 of 7 from three-point range, 9 of 13 overall. And that is a type of performance I think that Herbert would be more than happy to get from his guard today. Meanwhile, Ginat is becoming a real problem for Germany, although he misses the free throw. He's got 12 points. He came in averaging 10, along with 7.5 rebounds. Makes 1 of 2. Kramer whips the pass, gets it back. And Ginat only too aware that he wants to put up another 3. Here is Benzing. Now Dawson, see what we can do in the open floor. Decides to pass it back outside to Levy. Meckel takes the bump and then just kind of steps back, falls down. Here comes Germany on the run. And Lockhart with a beautiful pass to Kramer. Kramer's explosive. You can see he's a danger man that perhaps Germany can utilize. So Kramer goes to the free throw line. Spins the basketball, puts it up, and gets it to drop. Lockhart with the assignment guarding Meckel as he brings it up, and Meckel, pretty good composed performance today. Probably been the better of the guards for Israel over the highly rated Madar. Here's Meckel. Again, Ginat. Now Dawson. We've seen him hit a 3, puts it on the deck. He steps back. And Ginat with the rebound. And now he passes it right back down low, and Levy doesn't get it to fall. Holitz gets it back from Benzing. Shot clock winding down. Benzing over to Holitz, wide open. The patience pays off. And Germany starting to wake up a little bit from the perimeter, leading to a timeout from Guy Goods. Here's a look again at Holitz's shot from the right corner. And here he is with this little no look to Kramer. Germany 3 of 10 now from three-point range. Zingfelter had the other one. His was the first three to fall for Germany. And Guy Goods, I think, probably does the right thing by getting a timeout. He sits Dawson down. Israel have attempted 3 3-pointers and made them all. Israel's such a good rebounding team as well, and they're winning the battle today on the boards 14-9. Oh, Minko, that was an air ball, fell right into the hands, but the buzzer sounded. Fell right into the hands of Zalmanson. Well, Rafael Minko can probably say, hey, I've been sitting down too long. I need to come back into the game early. Remember, he started the game with the three-pointer. But since that point, it's been slim pickings for him. Well, they love basketball in Israel, that's for sure. Always has some good, loud crowds. It's always a fun place to come and watch basketball. It's a fun place to go and play basketball. And no doubt, it's a real challenge for the coaches that come here. Here's Kramer, steps back, and he's fouled while attempting the three. It almost went in. But that is the threat that he poses to Israel. They do not want him to get any daylight. And he's so good at that step back. Goodness me. And Rafael Minko, well, he puts Kramer back on the free throw line. So it's been a tough reintroduction to the game for Rafael Minko. With the air ball three, now fouling the three-point shooter. And David Kramer does pose a lot of issues because he's quick. I think he could probably get past the bigger guys. He's definitely confident with his shot, as you can see with that huge step back. That has to be the biggest step back in Germany. And that was a big play. Germany able to cut the deficit back to 1. Remember, they were down by 11 points. So great recovery here for Germany. Meckel doesn't wait around and puts up a pretty ugly looking three. Now quickly the other way. Benzing. Oh, that's a tough matchup, and Zingfelter puts Germany in front. What a comeback. Gienot, they don't give him the baseline. He whips it to the corner. Then they pass it inside. And sticking with it was Zalmanson, and they stay with it in the end. It's Gienot. Just continues to make plays for Israel. Well, that was a great pass, and Zalmanson kept it alive, but then Gienot also just doesn't give up on the basketball. And again, Israel rebounded exceptionally well. In fact, I think the best rebounding team coming into the European qualifiers in this window is Israel. Bastian Torres back in the game. Israel with Jake Cohen committing the foul on Zingfelter. Zingfelter seems really strong when he catches the basketball. He's not quite as tall as Cohen, but he is sturdy. And Ron Levy comes back into the game. Tomer Gienot goes out. Bastian Torres does not get it in time. Well, that has to give another gray hair to the head of Gordy Herbert. Explosive drive, and there was the follow. Great work by Cohen. Also good drive by Bar Timur. So just like last time, Israel, after being pegged back at 15 apiece, they raced into a big, decent lead. Germany have come back to tie it and take the lead, in fact. And now Israel have gone back in front by 3 points.
Penetration, we need 5 guys rebounding. All right, because they're penetrating and the bigs are coming. We need 5 guys rebounding. All right, listen, right now we run horns forward. Hey, we come off, Robin, go down, Chris pin away. Hey, now Chris, you're gonna pin Robin right here. All right, Robin, come off, and you got the post up where we play.
That was a great pass by Meckel. You heard Herbert talking about the need to send all 5 guys to the boards because Israel have done such a good job at getting those rebounds. And indeed, they're 44.5 rebounds per game coming into this one, or after the first couple of games, is the highest in the European qualifiers. Now you look at Israel, you wouldn't think that they would be exceptionally well at rebounding in terms of having dominating, big size, but they do rebound well. There is Benzing. Well, eventually that was going to drop for him, and he ties it up. Seems like every time Germany comes out of a timeout, they get something good. And offensive foul. Who have they called on? Great defense by DeLeo. A foul on Heidegger. So Germany, a chance to go back in front. Wonder what it would be like psychologically for Israel if they were to trail at halftime, having led for most of the half. And Zingfelter has been a huge problem for Israel. He's got 11 points. And this time the dump down low to Levy. He and Cohen not on the same page. Nobody has really been able to stop Zingfelter when he catches it just outside the lane. Again, he is surprisingly strong. Here he is again. They're not going to stop him. He only misses the shot, but that was his, and they keep possession. Good switch by Cohen. And then he hustles back. Now Benzing. Oh boy, Cohen might have gotten away with a push, but it doesn't matter because Kramer rebounds the miss. Benzing a full meter behind the arc. Nope. And DeLeo can't quite collect the rebound. And 25.1 seconds remain. Guy Goods decides to get the timeout. Try to draw up a play here on their last possession. Well, that's what happens. You get offensive rebounds and you get those second chance points.
Everybody's down there. Zero deal. Okay. And Guy, you are going in the end. You have 20, let's say 5 seconds to the end. I want you to run, okay? And slip it, Max. You start with the ball. Okay? Run and slip it. Try to take one-on-one, or if it's a slip, it's a shot. Okay? Let's go. I'm Max.
So I've looked at the expressions on the faces of the coaches and the players. So each team with 10 points off the other team's turnovers. That second chance points, though, has been huge for Israel. They've got 9 second chance points, no second chance points for Germany. So if Germany can improve that rebounding, that'll help their chances. They've got the 2-point lead, and I think a foul's been called on Levy. No, 3-second violation, excuse me. So whereas Germany really executed out of the timeout, Israel called the timeout there. And Levy got a 3-second violation. And boy, Bastian Dort having a hard time inbounding the basketball. This is the second time he's turned it over. I think he traveled. Unless they're saying he stepped over the line. Boy, crazy finish to the first half, isn't it? So it's going to be Meckel now who's going to try to inbound the basketball. It's crazy that Bastian Dort would turn it over twice trying to inbound the basketball. He's kind of like the designated man for that job. So Meckel inbounds it. Here's Yadar. Little fade and good strong rebound by Kramer, who launches it up. Oh, that ball almost went in. What a half of basketball. Germany trailing for most of the half, come back and they take a 35-33 lead over Israel at the break. So look at the numbers. 3 of 5 from deep for Germany. 4 makes for Israel, but a lot more attempts. A lot more rebounds for Israel, which we've highlighted. And Germany sharing the basketball really nicely there. 9 assists for them. Ginot with a game high 15 points. Zingfelter and Kramer leading the way for Germany. Well, here's a look back at the first half highlights. And again, Rafael Minko starting things off with the three-pointer and then feeding Zalmanson down low. So he had a good start to the game. Israel did overall. Tomer Ginot was very solid. And Zalmanson also had a good start. Kessens came in and looked really composed, really helped kind of steady the ship for this Germany team. And this is the guy that really turned things around, Zingfelter. He just finishes so well down low, but he's also a threat from three-point range, as you see right here. That was Jan Madar finding his teammate and driving in and getting it to drop and getting a chance for a three-point play. That was a soft touch by Kessens. Now Sean Dawson came in. Not only did he score that, but then he popped outside and hit this three. And then beautiful pass by Meckel to Tomer Ginot. Kramer is not going to be quiet, and nor is this guy. Hollitz stroking it from the corner, and again, Germany just kept growing, feeling better and better about their game. Zalmanson scored, and that was the follow by Jake Cohen. And finally, the sharpshooter Benzing hits the three-pointer.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Oh, swatted away. What defensive play by Vladimir Mihailovic. Didn't give up on the play. Floated to the bucket with Pearl. Look at him dive for it. He couldn't get up, and his teammate's going to hustle down, save it. They're going to scrap. They're going to get a layup. What a play from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Gagic. They've cut to within 2 points and forced a timeout by Lithuania. It was the hustle of Aiden Adic yet again, diving for the ball, not giving up. Lithuania going in for the kill. What are they going to do? Dimcha. Olasavicius, is he going to miss this one? No, he's not! Terrific stuff from Olasavicius.
Cordinier has the ball a lot. Will probe, will play, will cross over, and will dunk it down the middle and let the crowd know he is definitely playing fantastically for the French. Unstoppable. They have nothing for that man.
Well, he made 1-3 in the first half, but he's not made another. Oh, how about that? Joel Parra showing just what he's about. Look at this. Around the back, as good as it gets.
Well, Zingfelter, when he started, when he came into the game, rather, off the bench, you could see a noticeable change with Germany, giving them not only an option down low. You know, the first thing you think about, that I think about with Zingfelter, is his ability to hit the three-point shot. But here's where he has been really tough, catching it down low and just pretty much being unstoppable. The only thing that's going to stop Zingfelter is Zingfelter. And Gordy Herbert, interesting how he brings him off the bench, because he has certainly been, I think, their best player in this first half. And Ginat has been, you'd probably have to say, Israel's best player. And like Zingfelter, has done some damage inside and also outside. But maybe too many instances where Israel have not been on the same page, turning the basketball over, and that's really kind of hurt them. Been a little bit out of sync. And definitely a worried expression on the face of Guy Goods as he exited the court for halftime, as they try to turn things around here. But it is definitely a solid looking Germany team right now. So Germany team showing some great mental toughness. You know, falling down, you know, things weren't going well for them. They fell behind by 11 points, but they just kept playing hard and believing in what they wanted to do, sticking with it, and finally having it come good for them. But as we all know, Israel are one heck of a tough team. There is FIBA Secretary General Andreas Zaklis there, checking out the action today. So Israel at the free throw line. I mean, what do you do if you're Israel? I suppose really no need to panic. You just keep doing what you're doing, but you just got to rebound. You got to play good defense. I mean, it's a tough game. Basketball, international basketball is not easy in the slightest. And if any team loses its concentration, it will be potentially devastating for their chances. You got to be sharp really for 40 minutes. And we've seen a couple of times where Israel have been able to take advantage of some lapses by Germany. So even though Germany have a 2-point lead, that, it's nothing in the grand scheme of things. But from the way they started, Germany, and also trailing by 11 points to now leading by 2 points, you have to think that they are feeling very good about their position. Finding some things that work, some things that don't work. And Israel are just gonna, they're gonna have to make some shots today. They haven't really shot the basketball that well. From 3-point range, Israel 3 of 5. But inside the arc, they're 10 of 26. So that's 38.46%. And I think for them, 10 turnovers is really too much. And this Germany team, again, as you look at Singfelter, plus minus of +7. Been very efficient with his time on the court today. Germany have been far more efficient. I mean, overall 12 of 28 from the floor, but 8 of 14 inside the arc, 4-14 from deep. They are perfect at the free throw line, the all-important free throw line. Both teams doing a good job at the line today. Just one free throw miss in all, and that was by Tomer Ginat, who's 4 of 5. And don't forget also, there's always the specter of this being a close game right at the end. And the guy named Guy Panini, who has a penchant for coming in and making big plays. But it really felt like Germany when they were able to get the basketball down low to Singfelter, to Kessens. They were tough to stop. So I'm curious to see if we'll see any changes from Germany and Coach Gordy Herbert. He's definitely made some good adjustments. Well, big game of European qualifiers. Also have Greece taking on Turkey. They're meeting twice in this window. Those two countries are great rivals. Got Finland hosting Slovenia. Remember when Finland beat Slovenia back in 2013 when Slovenia hosted the Eurobasket? Had that huge performance. Estonia taking on Poland. That is a critical game for those two teams. That'll be in Tallinn. Croatia taking on Sweden. Serbia hosting Slovakia. Belgium, can they keep the good times rolling? They're at home against Latvia. Netherlands, of course, lost to Russia yesterday. I mean, really the big result of all, you have to say, has to be Iceland's 107-105 double overtime win over Italy. Is that the biggest result in Icelandic basketball history? It has to be one of them. And certainly Tryggvi Heleniusson with a very Shaq-like performance in that game. 34 points, 21 rebounds, 5 blocks. Amazing display by Helenissen. Second half action underway here in the Schlomo Arena. Germany, having gotten to grips with matters at the end of the first half, start with a 2-point lead. And again, trying to get something going down low. Wolfhard Botterman didn't play the majority of the minutes, but he only played pretty much 4 minutes in that first half. He's back in the game, starting. He did start the game. Holitz, boy, that was silky smooth and just missed the shot. The finish wasn't there for Holitz. Bounce pass again, and swatted out of bounds. Great play, and it looked like Zalmanson kind of lost his footing. That should have been an easy layup. No, he didn't lose his footing. He just didn't catch it cleanly. And Wolfhard Botterman says, get that shot out of here. And now Wolfhard Botterman coming out and making a play on defense. Wobo. He's like Wobo Cup. Holitz again. An offensive foul this time on Wobo. Can't go 5 seconds without saying Wolfhard Botterman. Madar gets the bounce pass to Meckel. And a runner from the right. And Gienot charges. So good job stepping in there. Again, Wobo. Wolfhard Botterman has been exceptional here at the start of the second half. Kramer, you know, he's explosive. Holitz over to Benzing, and the ball was such a bad miss, and here it triggers the break for Israel. So the first 2 points go to Madar and Israel, 35 apiece. Bounce pass Holitz to Benzing, and he's fouled by Zalmanson. Good view of Madar flying in for the fast break, and Benzing keeps Germany perfect at the free throw line. And sinks both. So teams that do well at the free throw line win a lot of games. They're perfect now, 9 of 9 as a team. Madar gets it to Zalmanson, and then he is blocked. Great play by Lockhart. Lockhart now from behind the arc. It's good, and Germany have their biggest lead of the game. Meckel being guarded closely by Holitz. Great D by Germany coming up with the basketball. Now they're going to respond the other way. Holitz fouled by Meckel. Germany just turning on all cylinders right now. Three-point shot. Benzing not there. Madar whips the pass in down low. Menko catches over to Madar and fouled before the shot. So that'll be waved off. Fouled by Benzing. So Meckel hears some applause as he exits. Timor comes in. You feel like this is the time when Germany really need to extend their lead or press home the advantage, as they say, or step on the accelerator, because you feel like Israel will have a run. Madar drives in and gets swatted. Boy, Wobo. Wobo has been sensational. Wolfhard Boderman, look at this. He's going to check his blocks. He had 2 blocks in this quarter. So definitely impacting the game in a very good way for Germany. Hollitz bounce pass, and Wobo goes up and throws it down. And Germany leading by 7. The pick and the roll, and there wasn't much of a window there for Hollitz to make that pass, but it opened up just enough for him to zip it in there.
On defense, we are 25 now. We are 25. Okay? Be in matchups. See the high game, low game. Okay? On offense. We are going to Tomer's side. Tomer, you're the 5, you're the foreman. You're here. The moment you are going here, you clear out. And you are coming for a pick and pop to the...
Well, it's all going very well for Germany. Lockhart with that three-pointer. And then that sublime pass from Hollitz. Look at this. And he's gonna check out of the game and get a well-deserved rest. 3 minutes and 18 seconds into this half, and he has been very good, very active on both ends of the floor. Coming out of the timeout, very nice play by Nimrod Levy. Hollitz again, out to Kramer. I was going to say that was a mistake. Israel riding their luck a little bit, giving away the open look. Madar for 3. Good. And just like that, 5 unanswered points for Israel, and they close the gap to 2. Boy, how quickly things can change in the sport of basketball. So Madar shows us his three-point shooting with Kramer getting right up on him. And his Israeli flag is always evident in the arena here. They have pulled to within 2, and now the crowd trying to get in. Kessens checks into the game for Wobo. Holitz tries to calm things down. And this time his pass wasn't successful, and Kessens picked it up and had a pretty makeable shot there. Timor hands it off, and Israel have tied it up. Nimrod Levy suddenly becoming a factor. The slow-mo is rocking. Holitz, oh, look at that. Just puts it on the deck and goes so sweet to the rim. And there for the drive. And Madar appealing for the foul. Here it is again. Holitz, if he was guilty, just got him with his left arm. And indeed, it was not a foul. So here comes Germany again with a 2-point lead. Kramer. Zingfelter also back into the game. I'd be surprised if they didn't get it down low to him on the next possession. Bounce pass. And it's time to push on Lockhart. Madar again down low, and Levy this time unsuccessful. Holitz up the floor, and Zingfelter goes off of his hands. Timor open floor and is fouled by Wobo. So Wolfhard Boderman back in the game, and this time it looks like Timor almost kind of leaves his leg out there. Nope, he did not. That was just a good call. So Wolfhard Boderman picks up his 3rd foul and puts the point guard of Israel on the free throw line. And you would expect Israel to kind of rise to the occasion here, or at least give themselves a shot with a run. Not surprising they've come back into it, trailing by just 1 point. Lockhart goes out. And Timor gets both. So he ties it again at 44. Holitz gets it across just in time. You've got 8 seconds to get it across midcourt. Shot clock down to 7. Israel's D a little bit tougher, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Holitz. The slow-mo's rocking, folks. Trying to make the difference here for Israel. Timor also has brought a nice lift from the bench. No look, and a 3-pointer. Gienot would have brought the house down if he had made that one. Holitz again. Zingfelter, and Zingfelter not successful, but a foul called on the rebound by Nimrod Levy. Will we see Sean Dawson check back into the game? So Wolfhard Boderman fouled, commits the foul rather, on Levy. He was complaining about catching an elbow. Sorry, he was fouled by Levy, and Wolfhard Boderman goes out, replaced by Benzing. So I guess complaining about the elbow, and Benzing makes the first. Now Guy Panini checks in. And Rafael Minko goes out. And good hands by Holitz, almost coming up with a steal. So Wobokop out of the game. And Germany maybe a little bit smaller. And here's Zingfelter bowling over Panini. Both teams over the limit. Things always, you see Panini check into the game and just adds instant spice to the game. He is a savvy competitor, a veteran of many campaigns for Israel. Now 38 years of age. And he gets both to drop. So once again tied at 46. And DeLeo doesn't turn over. Bounce pass, Zingfelter. And Zingfelter, look at him, just goes and gets the ball. Hasn't been quite as sharp with his shooting, but his hustle is continuing. And DeLeo, who's been tough today, strikes from downtown. What a huge shot that was for his first points. Oh, he's looked tough, DeLeo. They're going to try to post him up. And DeLeo called for the foul on Jake Cohen. That was a huge shot by DeLeo, especially coming off the bench the way that he has. He's played 10.5 minutes. And Jake Cohen is the first to drop, the former Davidson Wildcat. And he gets the second to go as well, the 31-year-old. It's hard to believe he's 31 now. The crowd again making noise. Germany up by 1. Holitz to DeLeo, now to Benzing, kind of loses it, gets it back, has to put it up in desperation. And Guy Panini doing his bit defensively. Well, these qualifiers are just so much fun to watch, especially if you're a neutral. Madar. Team Orb, what a pass. What a play, and the foul as well puts Gienot on the line. And Germany are going to argue about that one. Singfelter, it was DeLeo, and honestly, I think Guinot fortunate to get to the line, but even so, great contribution from Bart Timor. So DeLeo whistled for the foul. He was, he must have brushed against him as it looked like he almost got knocked out of the way. And Hollitz goes out, and Vonk comes in. So Hollitz is going to take a seat, take a breather. Kramer also goes out to catch his breath. And Bastian Dorit checks in, who's got the ball now. Israel somehow have come back to take the lead, 51-49. Vonk. Lucas Vonk not there, but DeLeo, his second. Nope. This time it didn't drop for Max DeLeo. Cohen going up and passing it back outside to Madar. Madar for three. Panini got his hands on it, but it goes to Max DeLeo, who again gives it to Bastian Dorit. Shot clock down to 7. And the ball taken away. Great defense by Cohen. And Israel presumably will try to hold it for the last shot. The chance of Israel ringing throughout the Shlomo Arena. Madar has it. It's almost go time. Dribbles between the legs. Goes up and well, Germany survived that shot, and Israel head back to the bench. They lead it. Israel on top of Germany, 51-49, 10 minutes remaining. So you can digest those stats. Boy, 16 more shots for Israel inside the arc. Germany, of course, have launched a lot more threes. So here's a look back at some of the third quarter highlights. Remember, Germany battled back to take the lead at halftime, and they came out in the second half and went up by 7 points. But Israel kind of got a second wind. Maybe the introduction of a couple of players like Bart Timor and Nimrod Levy made a huge difference. Also, Madar hit that three-pointer. That was a great drive by Hollitz. And that was a huge three from Max DeLeo. But Israel kind of had the wind in their sails. This was a nice penetration, and the dump to Guinot. Well, if you're like me, I know you got a smartphone and you want to have all the latest news, stats, and information, so you can scan in the QR code there on your screen and have it all at your fingertips. Boy, how has life changed that we can actually do something like that. Incredible. We certainly were not scanning in QR codes 20 years ago while watching basketball games. And that's, well, it's just how everything has evolved. Israel will inbound the basketball here to start the fourth and final quarter. Remember, they are 2-0 in the European qualifiers with victories over Estonia and Poland. Germany are 1-1. They fell at home to Estonia, and then they won at Poland. 3-point shot, good from Madar. His second three-pointer to the game. And it's a 5-point advantage. He's got 8 points in all. Madar playing for Partizan in Serbia. The 21-year-old knows full well what it's like to play in front of raucous crowds. And it's a raucous crowd here in Israel. Now they swing it. And wow, what a tough finish from Vank, Lukas Vank. Israel spreading the court. And are they going to count that? Yes, they are indeed. And a three-point play opportunity for Madar, who has, well, you know what? They got an ideal matchup for Madar. There's no way Robin Benzing is going to be able to stay with him. And again, if he makes it, which he does not, well, important miss, 5-point lead. Israel have spurned a couple of opportunities to get three-point plays the old-fashioned way. And this time posting up Madar, who picks up the foul. And great effort by Cohen this time, but no, he did not foul Zingfelter. I think Zingfelter appealing for a foul. Bastian Dorit successfully inbounding the basketball, comes up. Here's Benzing, doesn't drop. And this time Madar feeling Lukas Vank right behind him, kind of hesitates and draws the foul. Madar again. He doesn't want to lose control, Madar. Now Panini. Cross court. Madar from the baseline. Not there, and Bastian Dorit now brings it up for Germany quickly. Over to De Leo. Benzing turns and is fouled by Panini. Benzing, 33 years of age. So Madar hears the applause. He goes out, and Meckel comes back in. And the ball goes off of Lukas Vank, who looks at the referee to say he was pushed. Dominic Lockhart's going to come back in. I think as the starters come back in for Germany, that's going to help. I mean, Lukas Vank gave some good hard minutes there. You got to appreciate what he was able to do. But I think defensively, they might get a little bit better now with Lockhart out there and also have a little bit more polish on offense. Meckel. And Meckel charges. He tried to pass it so he wouldn't charge. He knew he was in danger of committing the charge, and terrific effort there from Bastian Dort to leave his man to step in front of Meckel. And there's been a few times, actually, 3 or 4 times here where Israel just have not been able to extend their lead. It's Germany hanging tough. Hollett's back in the game as well. So and coming into the game and drilling it, Robin Christian. Boy, talk about what a way to make an introduction with your first minutes of the contest. He hasn't even played 17 seconds and he drills a 3. And now the ball goes off of Cohen and out of bounds. Great D by Germany yet again. Robin Christian. That is what you call ice in your veins. I mean, how can you sit for 34 minutes or 33 minutes, come into the game, and just like after 10 seconds drill a 3-pointer? That is a huge 3. Timor goes out, and Madar, after catching his breath, is back out on the court to guard Holitz. And now he switches. He has to get over on Benzing. He doesn't get there, and Robin Benzing puts Germany back in front. "12 points, doesn't have a good percentage from 3, but that was a huge 3 nevertheless. Here he is again. Well, this game has had a few lead changes. 6 lead changes in all, in fact. Cohen. And Zingfelter comes down with it for Germany, who now starting to get the momentum back. They're in the ascendancy. If they can get a basket here. Holitz tries to pass it to the corner, and good hands by Panini. Enrod Levy in the game as well for Israel. Now comes back in for Cohen. Again, Benzing, it looks good. No, it was a little long. Tomer Gienat hands it off to Madar. Gienat's been a little quiet. Oh, and again, a little bit of frustration. Again, we saw this happen a few times in the first half. Hasn't happened quite as much really in the second half, but that is a bad, not in a good time for a turnover. It's never a good time for a turnover, but especially not when you're losing by 1 in the 4th quarter. Open for Benzing, and again, this time it doesn't fall for him, so Israel dodge a bullet. Guy Panini with a quick pass, and that's goal interference because the ball had already gone off the glass. Great cut from Madar, who has 12 points, give the assist to Guy Panini. Israel back on top by 1. 5 minutes remaining. Remember, these two teams have played some great games over the years. This is the latest edition. Here it is. And Lockhart glances off the rim into the hands of Levy. What are you going to do, Israel? Madar. Bounce pass to Panini, and he's fouled from behind by Benzing. Good play by Madar. Knowing what his options were and putting the pressure on Benzing to make that foul and put Guy Panini at the line. Three points now for Guy Panini. All 3 points coming from the free throw line. And misses the second, however. Hollitz. Steps back for three. Good! Goodness me, Hollitz. Huge three-pointer. Now Meckel, and that was long, but the rebound to Israel. Madar from the top of the key, and Zingfelter rebounds the miss. Hollitz, who just hit the big three-pointer. Again, looking for space. Shot clock winding down. Oh boy, Guillenot commits the foul with the shot clock really almost down to the end. His third foul, Guillenot. And I think Cohen's going to come back in for him, but before we're going to have a timeout. I haven't seen Dawson play in the second half. So that's also a card that can be played by Guy Goods. And don't forget Kramer sitting on the bench, no doubt biding his time to come back in for Germany.
Sideline, man to man. Hey, sideline, man to man. On offense, we are running only double elbow players, so all sides, horse, you can call it horse. Okay, you go to Nimrod. Okay, Nimrod, you flare out. Check your guy for wing pick and roll, try to attack. Nimrod, you cut through, and you make one step up. Okay.
Well, this is Hollitz getting it over to Benzing. And then this is a huge three from Hollitz. Look at this. I think I'll take this one from the next county. And he puts it up and brings a little bit of rain. Touches the clouds, comes down, and Hollitz. Again, you got to remember with Hollitz, who plays at Hamburg. He's not an old guy. I mean, he has got a lot of basketball ahead of him. Just 20 years of age. Lockhart. Benzing, quick pass down low, and Hollitz scores with a reverse layup. And now a 3-point lead for Germany. Well, that shot has just sucked the life out of the Shlomo Arena. Spin move in the paint, and Madar can't get it to drop. Here is Kramer back in the game, and Madar rebounds it. Now he pushes it, and Madar somehow keeps possession, almost turns it over again, in fact. He could tie it with a 3. Israel could tie it with a 3. And here is Guy Panini. Not this time. And they called the foul. This is interesting to me. Holitz called for the foul. Now he had position. And it looked like Jake Cohen was coming over the back. I'm with you, Holitz. But I guess he's been called for his 4th foul. He had position, but kind of stuck his rear end out. And oh boy, big miss for Jake Cohen. Cohen again, frustrated, knowing now he can only pull his team to within 2 points. Well, Israel need to play defense. Who's going to make a big play here for Germany? Holitz steps back. Good! A second 3 for Holitz. Boy, take your pick. They've had some 3-pointers today that have been huge. Several players stroking it from downtown. Nimrod Levy answers with a 3. Where did that come from? Making a lot of noise in the Shlomo. Penetration, kicks it back outside. Benzing, good. It was a 2, but it's a 4-point lead. And the Spanish referee blows his whistle. Calatrava wants to check something with the table. Do they want to see if one was a 3-pointer, or are they looking at something on the clock? How much time should be on the clock? I'm not sure. It's a clock issue, and maybe they did not start the 24-second shot clock in time. I think that's what they might have been worried about. But they say 19 seconds on the shot clock. Huge game in the grand scheme of things as these teams chase a berth in the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Of course, they want to get to the second round first, but you need a lot of wins to punch your ticket. Meckel gets rid of it to Panini. Somehow they keep hold of it. A nice pass down low, and what a finish! Ginot and Timor has really once again come out and really, with his creativity and passing, been able to make a difference. I think he got the assist on that. Now Germany, and Meckel commits the foul on Holitz. It looked like Benzing almost had the block there. 46.3 seconds left, and Meckel picks up his third foul. Holitz has had a starring role here in the fourth quarter, especially with the 2 3-pointers. He takes it back to a 3-point lead. Israel. Oh, he only makes 1 of 2, and Israel, did they save it in bounds? They did, but it went to Germany. Kramer got it, and now Germany are going to put it up. No, they're going to pass it, and they get a 3 from Benzing. Wow, what a sequence. A 4-point trip down the floor. And sure enough, his foot was behind the line as well. Look at Gordy Herbert. And Benzing celebrates.
It's kind of slip action, and you're going here. Now they can switch everything, so in your own man. So Max, you come here, slip it, and slip it. We need a 3-point shot, quick.
Look at that passing. I mean, you would think Kramer would just turn and shoot, but instead he knows Benzing is out on the wing or the corner and just fires in the ball. They know exactly where they're supposed to be. They're unselfish, and they have played with a lot of intensity, a lot of hustle today. Just 30 seconds to go. Israel going to launch a 3. Bartimore, and missed everything. So timeout has been called, and again, Germany winning the last time, or winning one of the 2 games rather against Israel, the last European qualifiers. Well, you got to give it up to Benzing. He's played 31.5 minutes today, 17 points. And even though he hasn't hit all of his shots, really struggled for the first 3 quarters, he has hit some big shots here late. And he's got 17 points to lead the team in scoring. Holitz has 16 points. Zingfelter in. Ball knocked out of his hands and goes out of bounds. Both teams over the limit in terms of fouls. So Israel, if they don't get the steal, I'm guessing we'll be looking to commit the foul. Here is Kramer, and he just kind of runs to some open space. So Israel, it looks like, are going to play the shot clock, and Kramer misses, but then another on the ball bounced out of bounds. Didn't get there quite in time with 11.5 seconds remaining. Lockhart Israel, you would think, need a three-pointer here. And just because it's these two teams and knowing how Israel can be at times as Gianot goes out, you want to guard the three-point shooter, but you definitely don't want to foul the three-point shooter, because Israel, you could see them hitting a three and being fouled on the shot. Well, Benzing is going to hustle, get over to the bench, get some skin from his teammates. Meckel has to hurry. He's just going to go all the way down, take the two, and cut it back to a 4-point game. And Germany, it looks like, will win by 4. Nope, they're going to take the three as well. And Lockhart doesn't make it. That would have been the icing on the cake for them if they'd made it. But even so, they have hit the road and they have come into hostile territory. Germany have won it 71-67 over Israel. Well, just a solid performance by Germany on the road, and did much better. They won the rebounding battle in the second half. Gianot with the game-high 20, Benzing and Hollatz with 17 and 16 respectively. Zingfelter had the big first half to lead them in scoring. So Germany, they are going to be all smiles as they head back home. And the interesting thing about it is these two teams are going to get it on again at the S&P Dome in Heidelberg, the site of the famous university, Heidelberg. Germany will take on Israel. And what type of adjustments will they make? Israel, I'm guessing that they'll be on the same plane. I don't know that, but I'm guessing they will be on the same plane. And fascinating. I love this window because you're seeing a lot of teams that are going to go out and play the same team again. Greece and Turkey, for example. And you saw Christian hear the applause, and he didn't play much, but he came in and hit a huge three-pointer from the right corner. So just all in all, a terrific basketball game. It seemed like for a while, as Israel came back to take the lead, and when they had the momentum, that maybe they would get it done today. But Germany remained cool, calm, and collected. And as the game wore on, they made the plays they needed to make to win the basketball game. And you do wonder, I mean, it was put to me, does Israel know what is their best combo in terms of the guards? Do you want Madar playing the point? Do you want Meckel playing the point? Can they play together? Well, they tried to play them together today. And the guard play was outstanding, even with the guys coming off the bench like DeLeo for Germany. Madar certainly had his moments. Vonk, also another of those players that contributed from the bench today. This was a huge shot by Christian. And then Benzing, of course, hitting one of his three-pointers. He hit three of 12. That, for me, is the biggest three. Hollatz. That was a dagger. Then Benzing going from shooter to passer. Hollatz again with a three. Steps back. And Levy didn't mess around there. Responding with the three. And then Benzing yet again stepping up. He found his range in the fourth quarter, that's for sure. That was a tough finish by Gienot. But Germany did what they had to do. They did what they came to do. And these two teams will get it on again in Heidelberg in just a few days on Monday. So Germany up at the top at 2-1 ahead of Israel, and Estonia will take on Poland tonight. So another great fun game of basketball to watch in the European qualifiers. Another battle, intriguing battle between Israel and Germany, won by Germany. So Israel fall, but they will have a chance to make amends on Monday when they take on Germany in Heidelberg. Germany won the battle today, 71-67.
Thank you.